Alrighty, folks, we are back with more Rattrun, more more chaos incarnate. So who are you? What are you? And to celebrate, hang on, let me get the wording of this one right. To celebrate National Step in a Puddle and Splash Your Friends Day. What is your favourite thing to wear to step in a puddle? Starting with Bowery.
Speedos. That's it.
Like, who are you? Oh right, yeah. Oh, hang on. AJ is reminding me the volume is fucked.
The volume again?
Yeah, it's because I can't set it on OBS. I have to change it every time. Right, Bowery, let's try this again. To celebrate National Step in a Puddle and Splash Your Friends Day, what is your favourite thing to wear to jump in a puddle?
I'm Bellary and I recommend Speedos.
That's fine. And who is your friend, Bowery?
I don't have any. Not nearby, close enough that... Oh, this guy. Sorry, yes, hello. This is Mickey Thorne.
Guy.
Oh, Mickey Thorne. Nice to examine your cast member. How are you? I just flew in from Argentina because apparently that's where I'm from.
I thought he was from Darkest Peru.
He's from Argentina, clearly. You not tell by his Argentinian mustache and goatee. Ooh, very soft. Thank you. I use beard oil.
So what's his favourite thing for jumping in puddles?
I like the way it gets my pheromone wet and soggy.
We're live, everyone. Next we have Klepto.
Hello, I'm Klepto. I'm playing Sparkling Glucose. Also the member of the original team.
What happened to the rest of them? I wonder.
We don't talk about it. To splash in a
In a
puddle, I
newspaper
would
somewhere.
probably say I used to have these PVC trousers. They were really cool, and that would mean I wouldn't get any of the wet on me. So PVC trousers.
Actually, sorry, can I repeal my answer and say
No.
jelly shoes?
Say what?
Oh, like the Jack sandals.
Yeah, jelly shoes.
Oh.
Jelly shoes.
I forgot about them until you mentioned PVC pants.
What about PVC pants made you think of jelly sandals?
Because jelly sandals are also made of, like, plastic. Now we just need, like, a jelly shirt. We can go completely jelly.
Alright, next we have Mr. Helking.
I'm Hell King. Right now I'm playing. My name is Slaughter Blood Skull. Pleased to meet you guys. And I hope we get along well. And don't kill each other at the end. That's my favorite thing. My favorite thing to step in a puddle with is boots. Just like big solid boots, so I could just... I've never worn wellies before, so boots are my closest one.
Oh.
Fair enough.
Sorry, how old are you?
Me?
Yeah?
26 now.
And in those 26 years, you've never once worn a pair of wellies?
Not to memory. I might have worn them. I've never owned a pair, at least.
That's wild.
Yeah, I might have worn some for gardening work for my grandpa once, but I can hardly remember.
That is wild.
I mean, how many pairs of wellies have you owned in that time, Barry?
Nonsense, but I had some when I was a child, like little colourful ones that you'd splash around in.
I would definitely not remember if I had wellies as a kid.
Me and Klepto literally had this discussion the other day. Like, I want wellies like the kids' wellies, you know, they've got like dinosaur faces.
Yeah.
Give me them. Like, I'm an adult, but I still want them. You make them, I will buy them. I just don't want the standard green ones.
Yeah, the green ones are kind of boring.
They are.
And they make you look like you drive like a Land Rover with like a dog in it.
I think bright
Maybe
yellow.
that's just an up here thing, but you probably wear gilets.
Bright yellow or bright red.
There's nothing wrong with a gilet. Just
Oh, there
people
is.
giving them a bad name.
Gilets are terrible. It's hot.
Healy's not the one with the wheel.
No, that's Healy's gilet.
Oh, Gilet, okay.
It's like I'm cold, but not so cold that I want my sleeves, my arms covered. Like, just wear a fucking coat.
I refuse. So I don't have any with me.
You ain't bringing any down here either.
Good, yeah. Burn the gilets.
Before this sentence from the
Like an
Rumblecast,
astronaut
and
in it.
finally we have Mr. Jeff.
Hello, I'm Jeff. I'm playing 241, aka Tufa. I am a Pika. And I'm also a public
course you
inquiry
are.
officer because there was a train accident and somebody needs to get to the bottom of it.
Alright.
I don't know if accident was the right word, but sure.
So what happened last time?
We rambled a lot.
Before that?
I don't know. What happened, Mr. Hellking?
Everyone died tragically.
There was a mad woman, no relation to whatsoever, who took a train hostage and then blew it up. I don't know why they did that. It seemed kind of stupid in hindsight.
Somebody clearly committed some kind of war crime.
Totally
Against the Geneva
intentional.
Convention.
Or at least a terrorist act.
Yeah.
That my
Is the-
papa was a dirty, double-crossing bastard. So I went to hunt him down. But I got a dirt bike.
And no ears.
And,
Hearing.
she's got ears, not hearing.
He says you could say that Papa Gatto was a dirty rat.
He was a dirty rat.
Dirty rat.
Oh, I love this so much. You have no idea.
It's giving me like Sooty and Sweep vibes, you know, where they're not talking but they're talking to you.
What's that? What's that? He says you're a twat.
I cannot refute this.
The word for today, boys and girls, is twats.
The word of the day is not twat.
The word of today is twat. Can you say that
This
too?
is a sentence.
Twat.
Not right.
I literally
think-
follow Susie Dent on Twitter. You know the woman
Yeah,
from the
she's really interesting on Twitter.
A lexicographer.
yeah. She literally does like a word of the day. I'll have to see if I can find today's word of the day.
Is
Is it twat?
It's not twat.
If it's twat, I'm gonna laugh. Oh, right.
Cersei.
Well, once we have this stunning revelation of what today's word of the day is, we will carry on with that one.
It is sarple.
Meaning,
Oh,
It's from the 14th century, and it is to deflect attention from one thing by making a big deal out of something else entirely.
so you're talking about Burley's microphone.
Bellry, your microphone is a sarple.
I am not trying to deflect. Look, he's his own person. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them, Mike.
We've upset him now.
You have. Look, it's better than a body pillow, okay?
Coming soon.
Alright,
I
anyway.
feel like Susie Dent should like create her own brand of word of the day toilet paper.
I mean, you can have a word of the day and not need a shit, Burley.
You should. Look, you gotta have at least one a day.
I'll go for multiple a day, so that
Yeah.
means I've got like a sentence of the day.
That's why I said one, at least one a day.
Right,
If you're not getting enough fibre in your diet.
Miles, we need to get on them.
let's just get on with the episode and stop the discussion. Alright, so, the last time ended with Sparkling Glucose riding off along the rail tracks on this dirt bike, completely deaf, leaving behind the smouldering corpses of Blu-ray and whatever Bilby's character was called that I can't remember.
Mr. Hop Along.
That was
Alistair
it.
Subtle Hop Along.
Alistair Hopalong and Coyle.
Wow.
Coyle, was it?
Yeah, Dr. Coyle.
Dr. Coyle, that was it. So, after about a couple of hours of riding, Sparkling Glucose comes into this massive area of a city which has a huge train station on the outskirts where lots of people seem to be huddled looking at the train tracks. And since Sparkling Glucose can't hear, they can't see the sort of breath of what the fuck is this as they speed straight into the station on their dirt bike. Standing with a clipboard on the edge of the station, looking very confused at Sparking Glucose is... Please describe your character, Jeff.
I am a Pika. I'm not entirely sure what that looks like because Klepto...
It's a what?
Pika, is it a bard?
Hang on, Clint, I think you're cutting out every so often because we can't hear you.
It's like a small rodent thing. It's like a chipmunk, but it's got like a rabbit's face.
A rabbit's face.
So I'm like a chipmunk rabbit.
Yeah.
I've got my little clipboard.
Hang on.
And that's about it.
I'm gonna quickly... Oh, right,
Yeah.
okay. Hang on. For those who
Really?
for those who aren't aware what one of these is, it's this.
Oh, it's got flowers, isn't that cute?
It steals the
So
flowers
it's like
from
a sort
other
of
nests.
rabbit-sized chipmunk.
I don't
Yep.
see it.
It's a
You don't
it's
see
a bit
it?
of a
Just there.
homebreaker, is it?
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
No, that's a horse.
That's
So
definitely
they-
not a horse.
No, I looked at another thing. I don't know where you're posting it.
I'm hosting on the stream at the moment.
I'm not seeing it. All right.
I'll put it in Discord as well then, so you can see this
Thank you.
majestic creature.
Oh, bless. Bless its cotton socks. Bless its poly cotton blends.
Oh, it is cute.
Oh, we've frozen the stream again.
Oh, no.
Apologies. There we go.
Oh no, not the stream.
Not the stream. We need that to see. All right. So, standing with a clipboard. Are you wearing any kind of clothing, or are you just standing as nature intended?
Just wearing a fancy little waistcoat.
Fair enough. So you're standing with a clipboard as this mouse with blood still so slightly running down her ear from her ears speeds past on a dirt bike.
I'm just gonna like try and wave her over. Like, hello?
Where's the nearest fucking crocodile?
Only part of
Like-
that came through.
Where's the
something
nearest
crocodile.
peppermint? I don't got time for the Macarena. Where's the nearest peppermint crocodile?
I guess I'm just gonna point in a random direction. I don't know.
Just talk pointing rude.
So, Sparkle Glucose takes off with Twofer following, trying to get answers. Is Glucose going to the nearest peppermint crocodile?
Well, she's going in the direction it pointed. Whether
Okay.
that takes me to a pep crop, never know.
You basically take the bike off the street and you find about 2 blocks away you find a very cheap imitation of the peppermint crocodile, just called the mint badger.
Nice.
And as you get off your bike outside it, Twofer runs up to you, trying to get more answers for what happened to the train.
Hey, do you know what's going on?
Why are you lip syncing at me? I don't understand. Why is everybody being mean to me? Why won't you talk to me?
Right, can I clearly see like the blood coming out of her ears?
Yeah, you can definitely see that something's happened to her ears.
Glucose has spoken to like 6 people, and she never assumes the fact that she's deaf before everybody's just playing a joke at her. All disconnected people, some of our friends being them, and she doesn't think, oh, maybe I'm deaf.
Nope.
No, that'd be far too sensible to think such things. Hang on, I'm going to move this here so it shouldn't go off again when I...
Would I know if the mint badger has like some sort of first aid or doctor?
Oh,
Um,
every strip club
I'm
needs
sure it
a
would.
first aider.
You... As you
Was that there on the night job?
inquire about this, you're growing a small group of people around you, including Barry. Describe your character.
So I guess so I'm a house hippo, which if you're not familiar, it's kind of like a hippo, but smaller, house-sized. They're very real. And I've got like blonde hair and little pigtails, and so she looks quite young, relatively young, but not like young. And she's got like the traditional wizard's hat, as all wizards do. And she has a tattoo on her thigh of a frog.
Okay. So would you rather that you were frequenting the Mint Badger, or would you rather you followed from the station?
I feel like I would be in the Badger.
Okay. And the other person is Cloud. Mr. Hell, can you describe your character, please?
Okay, nearby there's a clearly demented-looking biker gang that are just kind of like slumming it outside the Mint Badger. And one of them is kind of like off to the side, looking a little awkward, as they kind of like try to like nod at what they're saying now and then, while clearly not being comfortable with the current situation.
Okay. Just out of interest, would you rather be with a rich gang, a tech-heavy gang, or a clubs and chains gang?
A mercenary, grunge and chains gang.
Okay, that's fine.
That leans heavy into the violence and broadcasting of said violence.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
Her mom and dad are in it.
I accidentally broke the chain on the monocle.
How will they look stylish now?
First world problems. I broke the chain on my monocle.
Now you gotta put it in your little eye
Why don't you
socket.
hang it
and,
from
like,
his hat, Dory?
It's living there. Bee's guts.
Oh,
It's
right.
hanging it from the hat is too cyberpunk, and I can't be on with cyberpunk. Like, look, like,
I mean, we're
I
in a
could put it there, but
cyberpunk
that's a
game
bit-
right now.
not cyberpunk, steampunk.
Okay.
No, if you just like stick it in, I bet any like old-fashioned gentleman would have done it that way. Just like to keep it out of the way.
Yeah.
He says he thinks he looks like a prick.
More and
it's a
more,
shame
it just
you don't
looks
have
like
any art
it just
in it
looks
like
like you've got what were the plasticine monsters that did the Dairy Lee advert for a while?
I don't know what you mean.
I'll find it for you.
More-
Anyway, let's not
not
get distracted by this.
Yeah, no more
Um,
distraction.
So,
We're in the Mint Badger.
so you're
You
now in the
shush,
Mint
you
Badger,
shush.
and Sparkling Lucas is having a shout still at Twofer, while both of the rest of you are looking on, quite intrigued at the situation that's going on.
I'm worried about this backer gang and my dirt bike now, but I don't want to shout at them in case they
Well,
just
that's
steal my
fine.
bike outside.
Twofer has found the local medical personnel, who is a man wearing a stethoscope, and basically that's the only thing I say man. It's a gerbil wearing a stethoscope and an eye patch, who walks over, looks you up and down, and goes, "Yeah, she's all right for dancing. What's the problem?"
Sir?
I think there's something wrong with her hearing.
Well, you know, I'm sure she can, as long as she can still match the beat, it's fine, right? I can hear the klepto talking, but it's just cutting out above the.
Yeah.
Does my character hear all this?
Yes.
You
Okay.
bastard!
She kind of like
Mountain in my presence!
she kind of like looks at a group and goes like, I think I'm gonna like check to see what the racket's about. You know, make sure they shut up.
Okay.
And she kind of like stomps towards you guys slowly before looking over the shoulder and kind of like crouches down a little meek and is like, "Hey, is everything all right over here? Yeah, I heard somebody's hurt."
Yeah, I think her hearing's messed up.
You bitch!
Yeah, if you look at like them, you see like somebody who's like twice as tall as you, with like black dyed fur, piercings all around, and in a leather jacket, and just looking very menacing, and has a voice very meek and quiet that you can barely hear over the music.
What kind of music does the mint badger play?
Ska.
I imagine
Did you
it's
say
like
ska?
Yeah.
yeah, ska.
Ska strip club. Fuck it. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, I hate you all.
Ska, and now and then they're bullied into playing some death metal.
Mm-hmm. Ska with its own happy death metal hour. Yep. All right.
I've had enough of you bastards. All of you.
Okay, can you, like, if anybody asks from the table over there, I kind of was very mean to you. I wasn't. I'm sorry if I was, but can you just, if they ask, you say I threatened you a little to keep it down if I heal her?
Yeah?
Okay, good. Thank you. They brought me here for my birthday. I know it's really weird, but I kind of don't want to deal with family stuff right now, so that'd be really helpful. Yeah, I'll help. Hey, sweetie, can you look over here? Can you look over here?
So.
What's
Yes,
going on?
it's
Why are you mouthing at me?
It's fine. I know you're
Don't
scared.
take me.
Okay. Let me just. I kind of like put my big palms on either side of her ears, and I use. It probably looks at the angle of a friend that she's trying to like crush her head a little bit.
God, save me.
And she uses her spirit magic,
Okay.
which is to heal in the ears, and if I'm right, it's a +2.
Yep. Roll your dice.
Yeah. Okay. Roll. There we go.
I like the rave over in Japan.
A 9.
9. You get some of the hearing back. Glucose, you now suddenly hear deafening ska music. We can't hear Klepto to see the reaction.
Is that better? Are you good? Can you hear me?
I'm trying to change the lighting so it's like I'm in.
In a ska band strip club.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Right.
Oh my god, Klepto's background
It's
hates
just the
it.
fact that Jeff keeps appearing and disappearing.
I might actually get epilepsy
From Jeff.
eventually if I stay there.
No, I'm gonna stop that.
Ah, but now I was going to join in.
Okay.
Right. So what's Sparking Glucose response to suddenly hearing deafeningly loud
shit.
ska music?
So I need to get back to the blue.
Scatman. Scatman's got me. Oh, what? With you, a Scatman.
Yeah.
I basically want to like
I think
grab
she
her by
hears.
the shoulders and just be like, "Hey, what happened to the train?"
The train? I just lost my entire family and you're worried about a train?
Point to a badge that says like "Public Inquiry Officer."
That badge means nothing to me. I can't read.
It says public inquiry officer.
Don't encourage him.
I'm sorry.
I lost my family. Do you not understand?
I know. Okay, I know. You seem to be very, very tense, and I get that. But you should take a breath in. Did she say something? You cut
Yeah,
out.
you must have cut out because we didn't see
She
anything.
like did like a big like squeaky in breath.
Okay.
It was like right in my ear.
Good. And take your breath out. Now, we should cut up all your problems into steps, one at a
You're
time.
gonna cut me?
No, we cut up the steps, not you. Unless somebody asks for my family over there, then I do cut you. But I'm not cutting.
Wait, your family. Are they gonna steal my dirt bag? That's all I got left. Please don't take my dirt bag.
They might. Just don't look them in the eyes.
What if I take their eyes?
They might actually think you're their daughter instead of me, but that's not important. Okay.
the point is, you're good, and I should be leaving. They're probably confused right now that I haven't.
Oh, you can't leave. This guy, I don't know what he wants. I didn't have nothing to do with the train. I was just trying to find my papa, but then I found my little brother, but then it blew up because there was this weird snake and I don't know nothing. I just wanted my papa, and then I found his body, but it kept blowing up the bike. So I had to leave it. You know how it is. Bikes aren't good for carrying. Not like that gun. That was great for carrying a corpse.
Oops.
Do you understand any of that? And she looks to the train conductor. Awesome.
Inspector.
Public safety officer or something like that, Jeff is.
Right. He's standing there like clipboard and pencil, like ready to take notes and like eyes glazed over, like I've got nothing.
Okay, so the train blew up. I guess that's. I think that's good. I think that's like step one that we should note down. Yeah.
Yeah, the train blew up. I had nothing to do with it. I was just looking for Papa. Because it turns out he's a dirty rat, and he had kids all over the place.
I mean, you can't pick your family. I get that.
Well, technically, I did pick him, and it was a bad pick.
Oh, I am so sorry. I'm just going to go.
No, don't go!
I'm sorry. That's just my default.
You're the person, are you? Like you come over here, you heal me, and then you're just gonna leave? Just like that? Just like Papa?
I feel like Sparkling Glucose has abandonment issues.
Okay, I
wonder why.
We just have to make it look like I'm threatening you, so I have an excuse to leave.
How do you look good in this situation?
Oh, what did she say? Sorry.
I'm in tears over here. How do you look good in this situation? You're breaking my heart. You're tearing me apart.
Yeah, you're probably right. You'd be really good at acting if you actually weren't lying or lying. I don't know anymore. You're a very dramatic person. I love that.
I'm not dramatic. I just have a lot of feelings.
Okay.
And mostly the hurt.
All right. How about we go outside and you can tell me all about your dad's and your family.
Take me outside?
Yeah, just out of sight.
You're gonna save me. He's gonna take me out.
Eyes are still glazed over.
At this point, the medical guy that you sort of asked before, who's sort of taking the edge, goes, "Wait a minute, were you on that train that didn't reach the station? That big sort of bang thing?"
Yeah, the big bad boom. I was on that train.
Right. Did you happen to know anyone on it? I was waiting for a couple of friends of mine to give me a completely legal and above board delivery. They might have been on that train. Was it just you?
Well, there was me. There was possibly my papa, my little brother. There was Blue Ray. God rest his soul. And Hopalong. I don't know those folks.
I will let Barry hear that and jump in.
Hearing the name, someone perks up from the bar. Did I hear? I need to think of voice shit. Did I hear that you'd Did I hear that you knew Alistair Hopalong?
Alistair Subtle Hopalong? Yeah, I knew him. What's it to you?
I knew him. I've been looking for him for years. I knew him in college. He was kind of my boyfriend, but well, he was my dealer, and then he became my boyfriend, and I've been looking for him. Like, look, if you know where he is, I really appreciate it if you could point me in the right direction.
Well,
You're looking for someone too. Maybe we can help each other.
I think he's in a few pieces all over the tracks, cause that train really did explode.
Oh no.
It's a sad time when Belry's got to make up a girlfriend for himself.
Did you have anything to do this? This is your fault that he's in pieces.
Told you.
Did you hurt my Alistair? Did you hurt my Ellie?
I did nothing of the sort. I was good friends with that frog for about a week.
Okay. So good
I'm gonna
news.
write down on my clipboard, Ali equals frog, question mark.
So good news. I think I'll be able to stay with you because I think my family are giving very approving nods right now since I'm sending 2 people crying just by proximity.
This might sound kind of weird, but do you know where the bits are?
Well, wherever the train went boom, I'd say within about a 50-foot radius around there, maybe? I don't know, I don't do math.
Do you think you could help me find them? I don't know what he is. It's been a while since I've seen him, and I don't know what he looks like anymore. This is just turned into
definitely
fight, hasn't it?
He looks very different, because he's probably in a lot of pieces. I mean, I found the corpse of my papa, but it might not have been him. There was a few rats on that train anyway, including Blu-ray.
Well,
Oh, God. Was it
If you
Blu-ray?
don't start saying, my father, Mr. Igneous Sir, told me once, that's Blueberry.
I'll tell you what. If you help me find some of the bits of Alistair, I could
I help
maybe.
you find frog chunks.
Well, I can maybe like reanimate the corpse, and you can find out if he's your dad.
Good, because those debt collection pricks are after him. And I don't want to pay that debt. So I need his corpse, or his animated corpse, to, you know, get those dicks off my back. No one likes a dick on the back.
Well, it was Ali's.
You,
His whole body was hallucinogenic, you know.
you, little, hunched over person. We're going looking for some corpse chunks. You want to come?
Me?
Yeah?
I kind of like look over to my to the gang in the corner, seeing if they notice anything.
They're currently just quite content with themselves. They're not really. They sort of look at you over and sort of give you a sort of up nod, and then kind of go back to what they're doing.
I guess I'm free.
Excellent. Yo, Mr. Inquiry Officer, I'm sure inquiring at some corpse chunks can help you as well.
I'm gonna write chunks on my clipboard.
That's what you write down.
Ali dash frog chunks question mark. Getting all the details down here.
The train going up. All right. Okay. I guess I'm not an officer.
I guess I'm coming along.
Oh, I don't know if all 4 of us are gonna fit on the dirt bike.
Oh, we can
It
use
doesn't
my.
have a sidecar.
Oh, we can use my bike.
You
Okay.
get like one of the old sidecars.
A small attachable sidecar. Every bike has.
They have
Fold-out
an
kind.
attachable sidecar for when they need to carry a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's also a big motorcycle in the first place, so like 2 people can hop up on the back.
Yeah. It's a.
She has spare helmets. Here you go.
Oh, I can't wear a helmet, it'll mess my hair. I'll
Well,
get
it'll
on.
mess your brains if you fall put on the damn helmet.
I wouldn't say that many words, but yeah, you should probably wear it. Don't worry, this one has spikes.
I never liked it when I messed my hair up.
Listen, sweetheart. He's chunks. You want to be chunks?
Well, I'm gonna collect the chunks, and then he won't be chunks.
Here, I have a breathable version. It's got holes in it.
Will he even fit my giant hippo head? No, I think about it.
You're a house hippo, so you're probably the right kind of size.
We have snouts.
Who's bigger, me or the hippo?
Probably you.
Yeah. So it's fit for my head mostly, and they strap for smaller, so probably does fit.
Fine, but we can let Ellie know when I find him, okay?
Okay.
Junk.
Alright.
That's
So-
the sound of putting a hat on. Or a
Okay,
helmet, I guess.
everybody, is everybody strapped in?
your bike has straps?
I have several seatbelts in the back. I'm very scared of falling off at this death trap.
But then won't that be worse? Because if you fall over on it, then you'll be strapped onto it, and then you'll be falling over with a big hunk of metal falling on you.
She kind of like thinks of that for a second, and I've had worse spills. I usually walk away from them.
I'm going on the back with my new friend Glucose.
I'd have a normal car if I could, but my family says those are pussy vehicles, and that I should have a real woman-man's car. Motorcycle.
Yeah, well, your family needs to realize that a pussy is a very strong, independent thing, and it don't need no dick.
I try to say that, but they have a lot of mean words they reuse to show
I know
their-
some mean words, but I won't get distracted. Once we found these corpse chunks, reanimated my dick of a father, we're going back into that strip club, and I'm gonna have a word with your parents.
No, don't, please. They'll actually kill you.
I'm unkillable. I survived an exploding train. I am sparkling glucose, the immortal.
Now I've got
Oh.
a complex.
I guess you will be the first friend that's died with them before.
Oh, alright, so the bike takes off back towards the train. As you get within about maybe, let's say within about 200-300 meters from the train, you notice there are several ambulances there. Most of the time they just seem to be like taking bodies away. But they seem to be like scooping bits of body into like large vats and wheeling them onto the ambulances.
The vats.
That's basically what's left is just viscera. So
He is the corpse bucket.
yep,
There's
there's no bones. It's just viscera. So yeah,
One of those industrial Henrys that sucks up like fluid.
yep.
Oh. Oh no, they've already started cleaning up.
Oh, they walk quick.
Almost like they were expecting it.
You also see two or three
flash
large
my badge.
flatbed. You also see 2 or 3 large flatbed trucks that seem to be collecting the like scrapped parts of the train that are left, but most of it is just burnt, twisted metal.
Mm.
I'm gonna go up to like the vat collectors.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna flash my badge and go, "Hey, you guys, you seen any parts of Papa?" Check my clipboard and say, "Frog chunk."
Oh, what was his name?
The frog, it was
This
Alistair.
It's just a little hop along.
Yeah. The sort of crews just look at you and just blink and sort of turn their hands out so you can see the like just piles of goo and torn, burning clothing that they were holding in their hands, and just kind of shrug and just continue putting it into the sort of large barrels.
Have any of you started, seeing things that aren't there while you're touching this goo?
Again, they just look at you really confused, just be like,
Heard the skin is hallucinogenic or something. That's a
Yeah.
sign.
No.
He's a
If
frog.
you start seeing things that aren't quite there, then you touched the wrong goo. Or the right goo. Depends on your perspective.
one of them
Hey,
points.
you, magic girl. Hey, magic girl. Maybe he's in there somewhere.
You're a magic girl.
Magic girl.
My name is Fran.
Did you actually
A
introduce your
magic
character,
girl.
Valerie? I can't remember.
Sort of.
You just said that she was a hippo. She was wearing a magic hat, so she's a
Yeah.
magic girl.
No one asked the name.
I see.
That's fine. I don't know which one. Which one's Ellie, and I don't want to resurrect everybody because then we'd have like a whole bunch of corpses, so they might eat brains or legs.
As you
I like how when you sneeze, you phase out of existence.
as you ask about the have you seen more stuff, they just point, and you see over next to another part of the train, you see 3 or 4 in what's obviously some kind of police style official clothing, and they seem to be taking samples of various powders found coming off the train.
well, Ellie never used powders. He was enough of a good time himself, you know?
I walk up to the people collecting the powders.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna flash my public inquiry badge.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, you, what's a skinny? What's the info?
One of them turns round, he takes his sort of Trilby style hat off, and he goes, "Well, there's obviously been an accident. There's been multiple murder."
I'm gonna write murder on my clipboard. The question mark.
We're trying to find out what caused this train to explode, but yeah, there's been multiple murder here. It seems like everyone was killed.
Yeah, everyone looks pretty dead. That seems bad. Since everyone's dead, that means you don't know who's responsible for the murders, and there's no one to be held accountable for those murders, because, you know, everyone's dead, including the person that did the murder.
We're waiting to see if any of the gangs take credit for this explosion. You know what they're like. Especially those silver bastards. Yeah, they'll take credit for anything.
My character just kind of like slouches in a motorcycle seat, kind of putting their helmet over their heads.
Very
Okay.
inconsistent.
We are a collective, so it wasn't us. I've never even been on a train.
And I just met these people like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah,
At this point, he
we're
sort
not a
of,
gang.
at this point, he looks at Twofer and goes, "So, are these all your, scientist nerds? Are they here to collect stuff? What are they doing here? Are they official?"
Yes, we're here to collect the bodies.
Yeah, we're looking for chunks.
Well,
We're looking for frogs.
you're looking for frogs.
Yeah, it's very dangerous to keep your frog chunks with your chunks.
Yeah, apparently there was a toxic frog.
A toxic frog, you
Hallucinogenic,
say?
actually.
There's several of them on the wanted list. You know, you go out, all they do is they offer people licks, and it goes bad every time.
Oh yeah.
We can't have
Hey,
them
look-
live in our faithful city.
Sometimes people just need to pay their way through college, you know, like, and you deal the hands that you're given.
Oh, this
I
is
wouldn't ask my family about that. They wouldn't pay you. They would just take you to one of their parties and you would leave different.
be chained to the bed.
Well, not everybody's like that, okay? Some people are just really good guys.
Mine aren't. They aren't.
Has anybody gotten really high of touching any of the chunks?
Well,
I tried asking them that, and they're just pointing at things.
they should
Well,
all be
maybe these
wearing
guys know.
They should all be wearing protective gear. They shouldn't be affected by the elements. I mean,
That's a good point.
if you ever inhaled the smoke that remains when a gopher's exploded, it's never good for your insides.
And I bet there was probably a few gophers on that train that exploded.
Probably a fair few going by this passenger manifest we got sent. He holds
I
up
The manifesto?
I've been
a
not
sort of,
for years, so I should be alright.
he holds up a tablet, and on the tablet is like the huge lists of names. These are only the ones we know about, the booked places on the train.
Ah, yeah.
Right, can I take a look at the manifest?
Yeah, he just hands it to you and goes back to sort of examining the scene.
I'm just gonna hold sidle up to Glucose and be like, anybody on this list look familiar?
Thing
Glucose can't read, so
is
Yep.
4.
I don't know that.
There's a 4. I can see a 0.
I'm just gonna start reading the names to her.
alright. After
I've
about
been in
5-10
trouble
minutes,
with
you're
the
getting
train.
bored, but you do come across a what name can we give him? Let's call him. You're looking for a Clement Gatto.
What? Ghetto was my papa's name. Are you sure it's Ghetto? Not Curdo?
Clement was also the name of one of your siblings.
Yeah.
Clement the second, it turns out.
Oh, that's not good, because... Yeah, I'm not sure we'll be able to pull Gateau out of any of this.
Well,
Are there any chunks that smell especially baked goods like?
I have tracking. Can I track the smell of a body that smells like baked goods?
Well then.
Sure, roll. Let's see how this goes.
What have I got here? Oh, cheeky +4.
You sniff in the air. You follow your nose to underneath a large pile of like basically just mangled ruins. As you push it aside, you find a paw clutching a piece of very finely baked French patisserie.
Just gonna pocket that. Evidence.
I don't think we can do much with an arm. Can we? Can you?
I mean, it could make a really good back scratcher.
Is the arm connected to anything?
Or maybe it's like a monkey paw situation.
can I try and resurrect the hand?
If you want to.
I do. Guys,
Roll-
step
roll your
back.
magic.
Step back,
We-
guys. This. I don't know how this will go, but we'll find out.
Do
We
you
need
need
a
help?
thing in our life.
Do you need help? I've done this once or twice. It was a weird time.
+6. Oh, for fuck's sake, it's the wrong. It's slashing it.
Yep. Blame Discord
It's
and getting rid of all that.
1d20. 1d20 as well.
It's a 16.
At 16. So you start channeling into this arm. Eventually the fingers start twitching and it begins to just sort of start reanimating as in kind of like it's not sure where it is.
We did
And then
it.
it just sort of stops and the fingers kind of like curl in and out looking at you. Like kind of like it's breathing but only with its hand moving.
I
Can
did
I
it.
try to track where the rest of the body is with the reanimated arm?
You can try, yes.
Okay, should I roll spirit for that or awareness?
It would be it'd probably be tracking. If you don't have tracking, it would probably be. I mean, actually, just do a normal roll, the normal d20 roll. And we'll see if this random detached arm can find more parts of itself.
Andy, do you know where the rest of you is?
12.
You don't sign language, anyone? So I don't think you can talk real well.
I don't think it can hear us, but
We definitely can't see
Okay,
for sign language.
It starts crawling its way away, very slowly crawling its way, literally at the speed of maybe like a meter every 10 seconds. It's not very fast.
Follow that hand before it gets away.
I leap on the hand and grab it.
No, let it go. Let it go to where it needs to go. It might lead us to the rest of your papa.
I think if
Your
we...
papa's hand, you better find the rest of your body, damn it. And she rolls
After
it.
about 10 minutes of watching this hand just expend all the energy you can all feel, just slowly dragging itself further and further away at literal slow speeds. Eventually it gets to a small pile of another sort of mangled pile of rubble. You move out the way, underneath is another small, nicely baked French patisserie that it crawls its way towards, and as it finally puts its fingers on it, it stops moving and seems to sort of hands move like it's just giving itself exhaustion. So the hand has now found another cake.
Is there anything around?
Like,
No.
I
Would
feel like
come back to life for a cake. At
Or
the type
my
of man he
track.
was.
we're
I'm
on the
gonna pop
right
that
track.
cake for evidence.
Can you do tracking again with the arm?
Yeah, hold the arm up and use it like a dowsing rod.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that, but
How are you gonna douse with it? Are you gonna hold it by like the splintered
wrist.
remnants of the elbow?
Yeah, and like, I feel like it's
Hold
gonna
up
go.
and shake it.
It's gonna try and go in the right direction, and I'll just follow the hand.
Okay. Do a normal d20 roll. Let's see where this goes.
Dice roll it.
Seventeen.
17.
So you hold the hand, and as you sort of move it around, it begins to go down to a single pointer finger. And as you move further away from something, the rest of the fingers sort of uncurl. You follow the main pointer finger, and after a couple of minutes of wandering around, you find another small pile of cake.
Think he's left a trail for you.
Think
Do we
Papa's
just-
unfinished business with cake.
did he make it?
Evidence.
Not true. His unfinished business with a mountain of deck.
Is the cake just not burnt, not broken up at all?
It's slightly smashed, but it's still somewhat together compared to most of the things from this train.
I don't think that is how cakes work.
Well, clearly he's been baking them on the way.
Or are you
Guys,
saying this was a magical explosion and some of the passengers have been turned into cake?
That
I'm
could
gonna,
happen.
I'm gonna write that down.
I have seen that happen before. It could be the truth.
I'm not discounting the possibility, but have you considered that these cakes were maybe placed after the explosion?
What, like instead of flowers, people are placing cakes?
I'm just saying we're seeing a lot of bodies around and were smashed and broken into multiple pieces. So it's a little odd that there's a cake that's you can still put on a table.
Maybe he's under the cakes. Good point. And I'm gonna start rummaging through the cakes.
Okay. Roll me awareness.
What is my awareness? My awareness is 0.
Just roll me a normal d20 then. Let's see where this goes.
Can I roll too?
Yeah.
I got a 6.
Let's hope for the best then. 1d20, I have a +2 to awareness, I think.
Fucking nerd.
That's the lowest I could be if it wasn't a 0.
Oh, fuck's sake, Barry. Right.
Nah.
One second. Cat's going away now because his mum's awake and he thinks she'll feed him. Go on then. Go bother
Does that
your
mean he's not going to get fed?
He's not going to get fed. He'll think he's going to get fed, but he's not going to get fed.
Those are going to
Right.
be fumbles this day.
So you both of you spend a good 5 minutes slowly taking this cake to part, like rubbing it between your fingers, making sure there's nothing that could potentially be in it that would be, of any interest. After you're both done, you both you look at the arm. The arm is frantically pointing at all the bits of cake you've dropped on the floor. Nothing's happened.
I think you have angered the hand.
Oh no.
Glucose just gathers up all the bits of cake, so it's all in one place to just placate the hand of it.
The hand seems to be calmer the more it's kind of pointing at a sizable quantity of cake.
Well, I think it's safe to say that he wasn't under the cake, so now we know.
Maybe he was just a big eater. Maybe that's what we're taking from this.
It was a gourmet chef or some bullshit like that. At least that's what he told us.
And I grab the hand and point it to his mate. Look, hand. I know you want cake. If you point us to the rest of you, we'll get you the biggest cake you've ever seen.
The hand, all
Okay.
the fingers in
Lady
the
in it.
hand flex outwards and then back in, and then it sort of seems to start twitching around violently.
Yeah, so can I start like moving the hand around and seeing if it stills in any direction?
Okay. After about 5 minutes of following this quite frantic hand, you eventually find a jawbone just lying on the ground.
Oh, that's well.
Jawbone's connected to the hand bone.
No.
The jawbone and like attach it to the end of the elbow bone.
So the elbow now has a handle, basically. Is that what you're saying?
So in my head, it can like move the jaw.
The jaw is moving.
so-
It's just not attached to anything, so it's just waggling around.
Here's
Yeah.
a suggestion. I'll
So
move the jawbone up the arm to the wrist.
No.
Okay.
Like your head. That seems us looking for an upper jaw. Yeah, that's a good idea.
I have tinkering. Can I fashion an upper jaw?
I'm sure there's plenty lying around.
Make the most fucked up hand puppet we've ever seen.
Sure, you can fasten an upper jaw if you want out of a piece of
Roll
metal.
crafting, man.
Roll
it.
roll crafting. Let's see. Let's roll tinkering.
Dexterity 4.
+4.
Come on, plus
Okay.
4.
Say, come on, give us five.
You make a relatively sharp upper jaw and attach it on a hinge to the lower jaw. This can now close and open. It's now just basically a biting hand.
Speak to me, hand.
Okay,
What
I mean,
happened
it
to
has
you?
no breath or tongue to speak. It just has a jaw that it can now clamp shut and open again.
I mean,
Okay.
there's probably a tongue line around somewhere, yeah?
can we try reviving the jaw now and try to give it extra oomph?
No,
Since
it can move around. I think we just need to find a tongue for it next.
So the jaw is now
See.
slamming open and shut quite rapidly with this hand. Yeah.
I offer it a piece of cake to calm it down.
It chews up the cake quite rapidly.
Who's the good hand? Yes, you are. Let's find you a tongue. You want a tongue, right?
So you can taste the cake. Let's find your tongue. All right.
Yeah. Let's find a tongue.
Okay.
Very good.
I like the idea we can skip a bit of rolls just by offering a cake.
I don't have any foraging though. I can't forage for
I've
tongues.
got foraging. I'll forage for some tongue. Where is
Okay.
it? What's foraging? Awareness.
Okay.
Casual crimes against nature are the best kind of crimes against nature.
Okay. So who's rolling to try and find this tongue?
I guess I'll help since I have a
That's
plus.
20 to find that
Never
tongue,
mind.
baby.
Natural 20.
Never mind.
The hand points and you follow the hand across a couple hundred meters, across large barrels of bits of things, and you find eventually it does just point to one of the barrels loaded on the truck. And it starts adamantly pointing into the barrel.
Okay, I'm gonna run around in this barrel to find the tongue. Does
I'll
anyone have
stand
gloves in
outside.
case I accidentally touch some frog chunks?
Okay.
Okay, I'll just stand outside and look really tough. That usually works.
Okay.
I don't have any gloves, sorry.
Mr. Safety Officer Guy, could you, tell the people that you need to requisition some protective gloves?
I reckon I could do that.
Okay.
Say hi to stream.
He said I just do already.
I know. Doesn't mean you can't do it again.
The cat has returned.
Cat returned.
But I was not fed!
He was
How
not.
can you leave me unfed?
I can't help you.
Right. So, is Twofer going to try and acquire some safety gloves?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay. How are you going to? Are you just going to walk up to a crew and go, "You, give me your gloves," or?
Yeah, I suppose I should. I could do that.
Just give me your gloves.
Can I borrow them gloves, pal?
Boy,
Give me your gloves, governor.
Oops.
Let's just see what the response you get is. The guy just shrugs and hands you a pair of gloves. They're not the most sanitary gloves in the world, but they definitely would do.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're going into a bucket full of who knows what. I'm sure.
The idea we're building up Gateau. Is that the guest cult that we imagined in the beginning? But now I'm imagining a piecemeal puzzle piece.
This is just, I don't know what you'd call this. Some sort of golem, perhaps?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love this.
Papa had a lot of debts, and I don't want to pay him. Something's got to pay him. If this thing is enough parts of Papa, it can pay those debts. So,
You
yeah,
should
she
probably
puts
not
on the
mention
gloves.
that too loud. It's still focused on the cake.
Yeah, well, your debt is cake, you can't.
Okay.
Hey,
So, is
Groups
Glucose
around.
who is gonna be foraging in this barrel for the tongue?
Glucose is, that's why I asked for the...
I'd rather
Okay.
not.
Roll dexterity.
Dexterity.
Was it the top jaw or bottom jaw that I made?
You made the
You
top
made the
jaw.
top.
Hey, Toofa, do you know how much of a person you need so they can claim their debt?
Natural 1. You put your hand in the barrel. There's a very cold, clammy sensation as you feel several things moving very gently against your hand, against your
All
fur.
these things shouldn't be moving!
And as you sort of get your hand deeper and deeper, more things are brushing against your fur, just above the top of the gloves. And it's getting quite cold and disconcerting.
Concernedly left Glucose away from the giblet barrel.
The giblet barrel.
Oh, my hand!
You pull
Oh,
your
that'll
hand.
be
You pull your
sweet.
hand out, and there's this very long, very eel-like tongue just lashing around. That you're holding in your hand at this point.
Alice? Is that you?
Is that one of Alistair's?
I mean, he had a pretty long tongue.
You're telling me? He definitely did.
I hand the tongue to Fran.
I'll keep this one for later. And I'll
No,
stick
no.
it under me hat.
Just coil it up.
Okay. The
We still
hand,
need
the
the
hand
tongue
is
for
now
the-
pointing towards the tongue you just given them.
Look, this is Alistair's tongue. You can't have this one.
Need somebody for it to speak with.
Can we just, like, tip the barrel out?
With my goo
we have a
hand, I
hand.
just push over the barrel.
We
Yeah.
have like an animate hand. Why don't we dip that into the barrel and have it find the tongue?
Because
Well, no,
it's
it's
now
pointed
got a
around.
jaw, it's just gonna mince up all the body parts.
Yeah.
We'll
I
just
was
have
like-
body part soup.
I was
Yeah, we
thinking,
don't want soup, we want, like, bits.
isn't the jaw
One
connected
chunk.
to the elbow or something?
The jaw is connected to the top, like the splintered remnants of the end of the arm, which would have been the elbow.
So yeah, I was thinking, put the hand part inside.
Kind of, yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So I guess, yeah. Look, Handy, I need you to promise not to bite me. Do you think you could get a tongue out of there for us? This
The
isn't
hand- the
nodding,
hand
it's not being
just-
Italian. It's not being Italian, it's nodding.
The hand just, like, the jaw just clamps open and shut several times.
And I grab it just, like below the top of the jaw so it can't bite me.
Oh, like,
Okay.
this is a really grim claw machine.
It's gonna plunge it into the barrel
Okay.
and give it a couple of seconds and then pull it out.
The jaw makes a reaction like intense shock, and then after a while does it sort of slightly off to the side, and then starts snapping quite a lot.
Okay, so pull up.
Okay. You pull out an ear.
It can now here.
I mean, sure, we'll stick that on. But we want to put an ear though.
I guess we can put it next to the jawbone.
The jawbone's connected to the hand bone.
I feel
the
like
earbone's connected
Wait.
to
I've closed the drawing. You're making me draw more stuff.
this is Army. Yeah, this is Army. His jaw's here.
Armand.
I feel like we should put the ear like here,
So
behind the jaw.
The jaw.
So
just behind it.
we dip like it in 3-4 more times and it pulls out parts probably.
I think that's the plan. Yeah, we're just gonna keep playing like claw game for body parts.
Okay. After about maybe, let's say about 20 minutes.
Like guy as well.
After about 20 minutes, you have a small hamster-like nose.
Mm.
You have a quite large pair of teeth. You have a, yes, think again. You have what seems to resemble some kind of internal organ. You're not sure which one. And you have a tongue.
So I feel like we should put the nose on one of the fingers. And it can be its fingertip. And I guess.
What
Now,
does your
Joy,
fingertip smell?
Now, Joy, I need you to promise you won't bite me, okay? When I put this tongue in, you promise you won't bite me? And
Okay.
I guess what do I roll to sew a tongue into a jaw?
Tinkering.
Roll.
I think
Let's
just spirit again because we're like using healing all the time on it.
Yeah,
Well-
spirit would work. Yeah, if you
Yeah.
if you want to use
I will
spirit,
help
roll.
Can I roll down?
Death instead.
Sure,
No, please no.
sure.
Well, that's how
you're already
necromancy
condemned
works.
as poor thing to undeath, so
Well, that's how necromancy works. If you use healing spells on undead,
Jesus.
it kills them.
This is
That's
so
a 24.
24.
A really good tongue.
Okay, so you now have about 2/3 of a forearm. Attached to the bottom of the forearm is a wrist with a full hand. On the edge
Your
of
nose.
one of those fingers is a nose. The other end of the broken, splintered forearm is now attached to a tongue, which has a jaw that goes around it, and behind said jaw is an ear.
Yes,
Okay.
that's Army.
Did we manage to get a lung in there just to get some voices
We
in?
have some unidentified internal organ.
I mean, you can try. Where exactly are you going to attach the organ to?
Does the organ have tubes?
Yeah, why not? Sure.
Okay,
One of the tubey organs.
so I feel like the tube needs to go up to where the tongue is.
I've got knitting needles and some wool.
Fantastic, and I'll take the wool and I'll just lash it to the back of the arm.
Yeah, if we have the organ at the back of the arm, so
Yeah.
the jaw's facing front, the organ's at the back, leading into it.
But where does it go to at the bottom?
That way they can just dangle.
Yeah, it's just being lashed on.
Yeah, it's not even properly attached. It's just lashed on, and the tubes attached to the tongue.
I see. Okay.
Thankfully, it wasn't a stomach, and it doesn't just vomit on us.
Absolute horror show.
Yep. So, this hand now has a sort of it looks like a bulbous stomach to anything else, but it does seem to have some kind of lung. And as you sort of hook up the lung to its mouth, you hear a "Get me."
Not until you give us some answers.
Yeah, we can't kill you until you let us know where the rest of your body is.
And there's a sort of sigh, and there's a sort of trying to point with the hand, but the hand is the only way to pull itself around. So it just very slowly starts pulling itself again at the speed of about maybe a meter every
I feel
minute.
We'll lift you up and you just point. It's
I
fine.
feel like we've added a lot of weight to this.
Why don't you use your wit to tell us which direction to go?
And it sort of points.
So
That
Yeah, basically.
I hope you're pleased with yourself.
Exceedingly.
I've done nothing for this. It's all on you.
so what's your name?
probably check that fast.
I am Trumpet.
Zombie.
I'm so tempted, but no. Let's have this be. Oh, fuck it, we'll go with a classic Cyberpunk one. I'm Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin? With a
Kevin.
C?
With a C.
See for Clement, maybe?
What's your second name, real quick?
I mean, this is a new thing. It's not Pepper Gateau anymore. This is Kevin. Like, this isn't what Pepper looked like. I can't imagine this is what Clement Gateau looked like. I imagine he was arranged slightly differently. This is Kevin. He's his own thing.
He's certainly a thing. Sorry, Kevin, but you're a bit hideous.
Kill me. Kill me.
We should
I
probably.
already told you we're not killing you till we get answers. We gotta know. You a ghetto?
I was a baker.
Oh, you were a baker, were you, Kevin, with a C? This is Pop, all right. We're taking him. We're going to the debt collection agency. We're giving them this thing. We're telling them this is Papa Gato. He's got your money.
Google, honey? Okay, Kevin, by happen chance, how many children did you have?
At this point, the hand seems to go very silent, and it looks like it looks like it's counting. 2.
Oh,
That you know of, that you claimed. Or 2 that were alive after the other were hideously killed in an unfortunate accident when they all fell through the floor.
I forgot about that.
And that accident was nobody's fault. Definitely not mine, definitely not Papa's. But you know what is your fault? Kevin!
Wait, he
Oh,
was
that's
the
my
hand. Kevin's the hand that pressed the button.
there's a process here. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I came in at the end of a story, and like I'm hearing all the twists and reveals, but I have no idea of the build-up. It's really weird. I'll be
All you
honest.
need to know is that this hand is a dirty liar.
Well,
He owes money.
I don't know what the story is up to this point either, but I would like to know where I could hear it. 'Cause it sounds really interesting.
Well, there's been this weirdo following me about the quads and all my adventures, and you can probably find it on any good pod listening place, or, on the tube for you.
Tube for you.
That sounds like a good idea. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe me and Ellie can sit down and listen to a good story.
Eventually, this will find its way onto the podcasting, but it'll be a while.
I'm just wondering, is debt collection agencies, do they accept half combobulated parts of the
Yeah.
debt?
How much of a person is needed to, collect a debt, Tufa? I mean, I could go, if a guy lost a leg, I assume he'd still be there to pay the bill, but, how much of a person do you need?
He's got, a voice that makes him a person.
Well, to be fair, I'm not a lawyer, so I wouldn't know.
But you do know a lot of stuff, right? Do you know where the debt collection agency office is in town? Or could you find it on a map? Since you're one of those fancy reading types.
They might have a phone number. Did you get any phone number from the contracts or something?
I just got a lot of threats.
I think we
all
should.
my life.
That tracks.
I think we should chase this up, and then when the morgue has had a chance to sort out all the bodies, then we can go and find Allie.
Yeah. Because the most important thing is, I ain't paying those debts. Because he had so many kids that he wasn't paying child support on.
Yeah, he sounds like a bastard.
He's a
2
dirty,
seconds, folks. I just need
dirty
to
rat.
quickly help me out with something. Carry on. I'll be back in a second.
So we have
Basically,
Ali's tongue. We could probably find the rest of him if we could. Thing is, we haven't seen any other part of your frog boyfriend, ex-boyfriend. Oh, what were you exactly at this point?
So, he was my dealer. Like, I used to
Dealer.
buy, like, good
Fish.
times off of him. And
Right.
sometimes when he was bored, or when I was bored, we'd meet up. And,
By sometimes, do you mean sexual consort?
and
Oh, we don't need to be that private.
well too far. But look, all that matters is I loved him. I loved him so much, and I want to see him again.
All right.
And if that
let
means
him get away.
if that means I have to turn him into like, well, he ran away, and well, he didn't run away. He just he went on like a job, I think.
Oh, we
And
found him in the peppermint crocodile.
yeah, that sounds like Ali.
Okay.
But
It's a good place to hang out. I miss it so
So,
much.
yeah. You can
But-
use necromancy and spirit, right?
I can use necromancy, and I learn a little bit of like psychic stuff, so I could know what he was thinking about.
So,
Mom,
Mom,
what do you want? Mom, no, whatever you want.
okay, so could you use any of those along with the tongue in order to locate all of the parts?
I don't know. I figured it'd be easy just to let the Morg do that, and then we can break in, and then we can steal him, and then I can make him into a homunculus that'll never leave me.
Yeah, because,
That's
you know...
what orcs do when all the parts are this.
Well, no, they do try and put them back together with their friends. And by friends, I mean the body they belong to.
And I just
And
need like,
when they get all the parts mixed up, then people get angry at them, and it gets put in all the papers how these morgues mixed up all their relatives.
or like
Just
maybe
say,
they'll put like when they have all the bits, they'll do like a funeral, and we can go there, and then I can turn into a homunculus who will love me forever and will never leave me.
I'm just saying at this point, the difference between a no casket and a closed casket are very much close. So they might just do without.
Wait, we'll get him a hat. He'll be fine. He always looked good in a hat.
He did have a very nice hat. Yeah, I remember the hat.
He did. It was one of my favorite things about him was his hat. He always wore it so good.
I kind of lean over towards Tufa and like, is this weird? I'm just checking. Is this still weird?
Yeah, it's still very, very weird.
Good.
there's
I'm so
nothing-
confused.
There is nothing weird about loving somebody.
It's just, I'm used to going along with very insane ideas that can cause very criminal activities just by nature. So I kind of have a weird dwarf perspective on these kind of things. So yeah, it's nice to have a touchstone with Tufa here.
There's nothing
Well, I was all
wrong.
just a matter of perspective, you know?
Yeah, nothing wrong with loving someone. Is that like Glucose? You know what I'm talking about, yeah? Like you love someone and you do whatever you can for them.
When you love someone, you don't stab them in the back and frame them for your death. When you love someone, you carry their corpse as far as you can and then dump it because it keeps falling off your dirt bike.
I want to sit free end down like a therapy session. Now, let's talk about your feelings.
Oh god, apologies folks, I'm back. There was
Hello.
a spider-related incident I need to deal with.
No worries. We've just been discussing about the nature of love.
Yeah, okay. So we have a tongue of Alistair and pieces of maybe Gatto. I'm still not sure Kevin Gatto is the Gatto we're looking for.
He's the one.
Well-
I know it in my jellies.
I think we should take Army here, and we should take him to the dead people, and we should give him to them.
Yeah, that's what he deserves.
I think at this point we should just mail him for what it's worth.
No, we gotta take him because the
You
mail's
can't trust the
unreliable.
postal service. They lose packages all the time.
And they steal things. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're always on strike.
I'm just saying, like, Glucose is
had a bit of a head injury and she went deaf and she survived exploding train.
I
So
did not. I would just like to say I did not have a head injury. Just everyone in the world just suddenly decided that they were just going to lip sync for a while, just to annoy me specifically, because they're all dicks. They're all just jealous that I'm immortal.
she's
I'm
had a long day. is
I'm with
what I'd say.
Nico. She seems the most sensible out of all of you. You guys
Exactly.
are just too cynical. You need to have a little bit of, like, love in your heart.
And I want to hand over that hand personally to the death sticks.
The death hand.
Okay, I can take you to the debt collection place, but is it in... are we in Ontario, or...?
You're in Toronto.
Yes, we got the train to Toronto.
Is it the debt collection agency in Toronto?
The Toronto Debt Collection Agency. Sure, why not?
That's what I'm saying.
Sure.
Like, we don't even know who these guys are, so maybe we shouldn't rush up to another city before we get our bearings. It's just a suggestion.
We're in another
We're
city.
headed to Toronto anyway. We're just
We're already in
outside.
Toronto. Yeah. So where the train took us was Toronto.
Well, you're several miles out of Toronto at the moment at the wreckage of the train site, but yeah, you're
yeah.
basically where at Toronto before like, you
I didn't
went
think that collection agency was in Toronto. I thought it was back in the other city.
Ah, right.
I say we take this arm to the dead people, and then it's their problem.
Yeah. And if it's not Papa, well, then they've got a nice, enforcer.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if that thing came at me asking for money, well, yeah, I'd probably give it some money just to get it away from me.
The hand looks at you as if kind of like contemplates threatening for money.
Don't you dare threaten me, you already took enough from me, Papa.
What do you think of that, Army? Wouldn't you like a new life as a debt collector?
The tongue under your hat quibbles.
Oh, stop it, Ellie, not here.
I guess I'm just gonna take them to the debt collection...
Is there like
Toronto Debt Collection Agency?
is there any full skulls in the van that I could take?
Yeah, there's probably a couple of skulls of various different, because they're all different rodent varieties. I'm sure there's different skulls you could take.
She just like subtly grabs one of the ones that were bleached from the explosion but didn't crumble from it. And kind of like, yeah, I need to have some souvenir, otherwise won't believe I did any of this.
All right.
Or at least the story I'm going to give them for them to believe.
Origin.
Oh, can I get a
They're gonna need
tiny...
this.
Oh, do I roll for foraging? Sorry.
No, you just walk because
Okay.
Figured it'd be plenty.
basically Twofer has made him quite obvious as a some kind of enforcement agency person. Most of the stuff was assumed you're with them as well.
Or his deputies.
Yep.
We're in a special recruitment program.
Okay, so
Citizens on patrol!
okay, back to Toronto then.
And can Army have a tiny hat and scarf on the
Are you
on
just
the
trying to
like,
make Army into Mickey Pooh?
No. I hadn't thought of that.
Arnie being the tongue under your hat.
No, Army being the arm.
Oh right, I thought you said Army's name was Kevin with a C.
Yeah. But
True.
Brian keeps calling him Army.
I started calling him Army and now I'm stuck with it.
Okay. I know how
Oh,
hard it is to
Army.
change you calling someone a different thing. Alright. So you give him where are you putting the scarf round?
So I don't know which side the hat should go on either, the helmet should go on either, to be fair. Like, I don't know if it goes on the hand side or the jaw side.
This is a debate no one knows they wanted.
Do you want me
I
to get the
feel like-
picture back up so you can see?
Well, he's got the nose is on the hand, but he's got,
The whole
I guess he has
world.
more-
Oh, that ear. He's got more head bits at the top.
yeah, that's fair, he's got more head bits on the top, it should go on the...
Why
on
does he
this.
have a sack?
I said he had a long.
Okay, just making sure.
There's no
Yeah, it should go on the jaw bit, because he's got more head bits there, I guess.
So where do you want the scarf to go?
Like, under the jaw, I guess, if they were deciding that's the head.
What
Oh yeah,
colour?
Sorry, yeah,
Right.
we like let's have a scarf to like wrap all his organs up.
Make him just a sock.
Just a sock.
A
Yeah.
sock. I was thinking like a big glove, but yeah, a sock. That makes sense.
A big glove
feel like
that you can
socks
keep
are
all his
easier than
organs
gloves.
in.
One. Why do you do this to me?
Look,
Yes. Why would I do this to you, Jeff? Why?
I am taking no responsibility for any of this.
No one takes responsibility for any of this. That's how TTRPGs work, Barry.
I've been blamed for too much, and I'm entirely innocent.
Okay, so they used spirit magic to animate the hand before, right?
Yep.
Death magic.
Oh,
Death magic. Yeah.
Necromancy, bro.
Okay, can I like?
Necromancy.
That's what I'm
Necromancy.
hoping for, maybe later.
Oh, yeah. I kind of like poke Brian and go like, "Hey, my family's very weird about things. So if they ask where I am and I say I was at the train explosion, pulling through corpses, I kind of need something to show that I'm in their good graces. You know, so they forget about me for a few months and are disappointed in me again. You know?
Okay.
Like,
I mean,
so-
yeah, we all have parents, I get that.
Yeah. So can you like animate the skull for me so I can take it back?
I mean,
It just needs to move enough so that it chatters a bit.
I can give it a go.
I know it's really weird. It's my family, you know. It's like I kind of need to do.
I mean, okay, I get it. Like I said, we all have families, and it'll be good practice. So when I get to Ali, at 22,
22. You reanimate the skull. There's a very dark, deep blue light comes on in both eye sockets. The jaw starts moving, and as it starts moving, you hear a "Why have I been reborn?"
I don't really know. This guy wants you to show you to his dad.
Gull. I know. I'm bigger than other
Gull.
gulls. But yeah.
Skull.
No, I'm used to it. I get it. Sorry.
What kind of hat was it?
Not like a bike helmet
So, hey,
for safety.
Skull.
One of those ones with like the open face.
Do you have a name that you prefer?
Well, I had my immortal name, but I would always kind of deeply wanted to just be called Keith.
Keith. Oh, that's a great name. I love it.
Keith with a C.
How do you feel about being mounted on a motorcycle and riding the winds?
Well, as long as we respect public safety, I suppose I have no problem with it.
Don't worry, I'll give you a helmet. Okay.
Keith,
She like hooks him onto one of the many like mountable parts of the motorcycle and gives him a helmet.
Okay.
Keith, just before you get all the wind in your bones or whatever, you wouldn't happen to have anything to do with Kevin, would you?
Who is Kevin?
She's-
I'm familiar with the Kevin.
There was a lot of
Kevin.
There's a lot of people on that train, Glucose, and he's got his new name now. He wants a new life. Let's respect that, all right?
Like I said, it's very difficult to bind a soul to like meat, and so a lot of the time, like you just get like a placeholder soul, and you just pick what you can get, and then it goes in there.
All right. But I got an eye on you, Keith.
Don't worry. She's under a lot of stress. I'm sorry about her.
Just passionate.
It's getting
And I have a
dark.
lot
You
of
should have your
feelings.
headlights on. People can't
Yeah.
see otherwise. Turn your headlights on.
Yes, I know. That's like my 5 safety checks. You're so helpful. Not many people realize the importance of road safety. Well,
Yeah, beautiful.
yeah, we give a helmet. She has helmets for everybody. Every disappointed part.
I like the idea of Keith being mounted over the headlamp, so that when it turns on, it shines through his eye sockets and mouth.
He has like glowing eye sockets anyway, so...
He does have glowing eye sockets.
Also another question, Keith. Are you a cassette band?
Am I what?
Do you, like, know where things are?
Can you take us to the debt collection agency?
Guys.
I don't have much experience in where things are, but I'm always up for meeting new people, especially if they're appropriate for the rules.
Oh, I love the character of Keith.
I am
I
totally
like this guy.
aware.
He's not afraid to know. He's not afraid to greet people, and he's respectful about safety. I love that.
I like to have an adequate proportion of fun, but also respect safety.
You know, we're going to be great friends, Keith. I just feel it.
I thought you were giving Keith to your parents.
Well, I'm attached now. I'm sure, like, with that growly voice, he can, like, play it up a little bit, and I'll say I mounted on my motorcycle. A little respect that. Like, this is, like, the most proud he'll be since I've been born, honestly.
You've imprinted on Keith, rather than Keith imprinting on you.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. He's basically my surrogate parents now.
He's the father you always wanted.
Yeah, honestly, any father would be better than my dad's. I'm going to be honest.
Son, as I appreciate the amount of skulls you have in your uniform, I think sometimes you can be going over the top and might find yourself being rather taken as scary by people. This is not so. You should always be friendly and nice.
I try. It just...
Always carry a light with you, son. Someone might need a light.
Awesome. Yeah.
I like how smooth and quick a process adoption is in this setting.
Let's just hope Keith isn't also a deadbeat dad.
Keith is also riddled with debt.
He's dead, but he's not deadbeat, and that's what's important.
Fucking hell. The debt collection agency.
Alright, so as you speed off towards the debt collection agency, we will come to that next time. As you head off and as you speed off into the distance, all you hear is, make sure you use your indicators. People should know where a bike is about to turn.
You got it, Keith!
I love you, new dad!
It's not weird that we ease into me calling you dad. Like, there's a lot of steps that need to be taken. I feel like we've skipped a lot already.
That's how it was with me and Papa. You know, adoption's a really easy process when you don't
I know, but
the paperwork.
I'm just slow to move, you know? Like, it'll come, it'll take a bit.
Alright, well,
Okay.
as you speed off into the distance, we will come to the Toronto Debt Collection Agency tomorrow, next week. But yes, anyone have anything else wish to add before we stop?
Just be careful of debt.
Yeah, don't get into debt, kids. Sorry.
Only one
it's
thing
not
starts in
possible.
life, death and taxes.
No,
And remember,
debt.
kids, be
Well,
like Keith and be safe.
Yeah.
Always have an adequate amount of fun, but the real fun is adhering to safety protocol.
Always wear a helmet.
Now make him just say no, kids. Don't get in the van with that stranger.
Now remember, kids, if a random adult or other human being or other kind of anamorphic animal requests you to partake in their activities inside a van, if you do not know this person, say no. They may have small, fluffy creatures, but none of them are more exciting than adhering to safety. The joy of your parents' eyes every time you come home safe rather than disappearing off into the night. Be safe, kids. Say no.
Yeah, remember, nobody can find a body in a sewer. My mum taught me that one.
What?
Alright,
Like somehow we need to make like G.I. Joe style safety messages for the end of these featuring Keith the Skull.
Yeah.
Sure. We'll come up with these in future, I'm sure. I'm sure someone will come up with an idea and we'll just run with it.
We need a puppet. That's what it needs.
It needs a puppet. Oh god, I don't want to have to buy a skull puppet. I'll feel too edgy.
I've got an idea for another character in the future now with necromancy as a thing.
Oh god.
It's gonna be
Alright.
amazing.
Well, just quickly do the affiliate stuff. So yes, if you like TTRPG stuff and you would like to get stuff to help your future games, you can get stuff from both Magical Math Rocks, otherwise known as Dice, from dndice.co.uk. You get 10% off with Penance RPG at checkout. And if you go to gemhammer.com, which is Gem Hammer & Sons Gaming, you can get 20% off with some things like Deck of Wonder, also things to augment your game, and basically just add more weird and wonderful shit to it. So yeah,
I like those things.
Yep, they are awesome. And remember,
And I could get money off.
Yes, yes, probably you can.
How would I do that again?
I'm just expecting you to use your microphone to be asking these questions.
I could have done that. I'm too busy looking for skull puppets on Amazon.
Okay. But yes, using Penance RPG as the code at checkout will get you 10% and 20% off, respectively. But yeah, that is that. Our next streams will be tomorrow night. I'll be playing more indie horror. Friday, we'll be doing more Satisfactory, myself, Tom, and Zeph. Maybe some ghost watching afterwards if we have people up for it. Saturday is Elden Ring with myself, Bowery, Eden, and Meow.
Yeah, fuck that dragon.
Not that dragon.
Yeah. Sunday is
the
Dark Tide.
dragon we didn't kill.
Dragon we didn't kill, yeah. That fucking dragon. Sunday's Dark Tide, which is our Dragon Age TTRPG. Should be live on Twitch at 2:30 GMT. Monday, myself and Barry are playing Neo 2 again.
I will. I'm excited to see how badly you are with the
badly
controls.
I failed to do the controls after playing Elden Ring. Exactly. Then Tuesday will be more Deep Rock and indie horror, I believe. I think we'll probably be changing the game on Tuesday, probably around the end of the month, I think. But when we actually decide what we're playing on Tuesdays. But yeah, till then, it's going to be Deep Rock. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching along.
Thank you.
Hopefully you've had fun with this chaos that is Rattrun.
I love Army. Look, I think you already know I really love Army. He's great.
Really,
I'm really...
Army and Keith, you're doing well for NPCs. I'm going to have to voice for the rest of life.
I am proud of our new son.
He's a new dad. Thank you.
New son and new dad.
I'm an Army.
Oh.
Yeah. Fran's got a new son. I forgot what your character's name is.
Oh, Cassie's doing
Mine hasn't actually said their name the entire time. You kind of just dragged her along.
According to Discord, it's Syrup.
It's Syrup, yes. Her gang name is Slaughter. Yeah.
Alright, well, we're going to raid over to Cassie over at the Love the Craftiness channel. Cassie is awesome. Let's go share some love. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching along. We'll go and enjoy some more stuff. So yeah, till next time folks, you all take care. Catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Jeff Wave.